In the clouds. Just picked up some In the Clouds. I got a couple flavors coming up for some reviews, about 5 different flavors. Today I'm going to talk to you about 2 flavors. The flavors I'm going to go over with is Sticky Apple and Mr. Toffee. Now, just a little bit about the bottles. Standard bottles, they come in 5, 10, 15, and 30 mil. And for price point, 30 mil bottles less than $10, about $9. So that's pretty good for a 30 mil bottle. And I've had a couple of their juices before, and they're real packed with flavor. So, get some more. This is the Sticky Apple. One thing about them is you gotta get off the seal, and which is good, you know, to have your thing sealed up. It's not easy thing to get off though, so you know your juice is protected. It's got decent labels actually. They don't rub off anything like that. It's got mark of I went with a 3 milligram nick because I think I've been going a little bit lower on the nick, especially with dripping. But this is Max VG. You can get it Max VG or 50/50. This is just the 10 mil bottle. Sticky Apple. I'm gonna use it in the K100. I'm getting like a green apple, like a Granny Smith actually. It's like my favorite apple, so I figure I'd go with this brand. Caramel apple, nailed it. Really tart on the apple. That's how Granny Smiths are. This is gonna be pretty good. Just gonna throw on the K100, fresh batteries, you know the drill. Try to do it all right. It's got the needle nose type. Oh, usually with the order you get one of these empty bottles with the metal tip on them. Some Addies, you know, it's hard to feed the juice to the wick, but yeah, they come with the order too, so that's pretty tight. In the Clouds takes care of you, you know, they got a lot of good flavors out there I've tried, but this one I'm looking forward to. See how it goes. You know what? I want to see how it smells first, right? I'm like ready to jump right into vaping. That's seriously like a fair caramel apple, like a carnival. Caramel apple on a stick. Nailed it. Nailed it. It's awesome. It's exactly what I was expecting. Yeah, it really comes out that sweet tart green, and then that caramel just really blends together well. Really full body juice. And definitely like it so far. We'll see how it vapes. That's a lot of flavor, actually. A lot more flavor than I would expect. That's pretty packed with flavor. The sweet and tart and sour of the green apple. I've had where some juices overpower that, where they put too much flavor in with the green apple and it makes it too sweet or too tart. This isn't the case. This is really balanced. It's got a hint of kettle corn, but a lot of the caramel really comes out, and I think that's where I'm getting that kettle corn smell, because it, you know, that buttery, that fried up butter, fried up caramel. I'm really getting the apple smell very much off this. And it vapes just like it smells, just like it tastes. Everything's even across the board. I'm not getting any kind of chemical taste out of that, which is just straight caramel apple. So really, really good. I like this one. This is really good. Usually I'll let it sit on the wick for a little bit before I start vaping it to let it soak in, but Seems to be doing a pretty good job. It's not super thin juice at all. Of course, you overdrip it, but it depends how solid you draw. If you draw fast, you're getting that cold green apple crisp. If I draw slower, I get a lot more caramel out of it to it. So I can regulate how much caramel the green apple. It's really, really mixed well. I have to say, I'm pretty impressed by that flavor. Thanks, Intheclouds, for the recommendation, Sticky Apple. I like this one. Yeah, definitely. I'm going to move on to the next flavor, Mr. Toffee. Mr. Toffee is just pretty much a toffee flavor, Mr. Toffee. That's what I'm expecting. Kind of like a, I don't know if you call the inside of a Scores bar toffee or just a form of sugar that's solid and crackable and good. I'm fighting this label. Let me use a knife. Yeah, pretty cool. Same setup, 3 milligram Nick, max VG. I'm liking 3 milligram Nick because 6 has been giving me a little bit of sweatiness, a little bit of, not dizziness, just 6 is too much when you vape all day like I do. Sometimes you gotta stop and take a vape. Had to go back. The toffee, let me get to it. Intheclouds toffee. Now, I'm not getting too much of a smell of it, to be honest. So it's not right when you take off the lid. With the sticky apple, the smell is real pungent. Since it's just toffee, I don't know how much of a smell it's going to kick off. I anticipate it to be kind of a rich, sweet type of vape. Now I'm getting a little hint of it, but I don't really have to stick it on my nose to get it. Let's see how it smells. There we go. Okay. I'm getting a buttery smell when I put it on my finger. It's really a warm type of sensation. A lot of times you'll get a there's different taste buds on your tongue depending on where you taste it. So if I'm tasting it right on the front and I don't have a taste to it, doesn't mean it's not. It just may activate different parts of your tongue. But I'm really not getting too much of a taste off that, to be honest with you. It's a real hint. Not like a baked in. Just like a Scores bar is what I would expect, but I don't know if that's nougat or toffee. We'll see. I'm gonna put it in this MVP 1. Just got it fixed up, but it handles these coils pretty well, and it works out. Sometimes you interchange your parts. I took this part from the K100 and you switch stuff around. You get bored. Okay, there we go. It's like a buttery kind of, like a, not a marshmallow, but like a buttery. It's kind of a light smell, but I like it. It's not overpowering at all. I was expecting it to be a really a heavy hitter, but it's a really a lighter type of smell. You know, I would almost consider this to be part of a custard category, or like a really good, smooth, bakery type of vape. I thought it would be a lot more richer and bold, but the flavor is coming off like a strong vanilla would. And it's a solid type of flavor. You can definitely see it's a toffee, but I'm coming off more like a custard, I guess. It's a warmer type of vape for me. Um, but I'm definitely liking it. It's just hard to describe. For toffee, I'm not getting much of a smell or a taste out of the bottle. So when I'm vaping it, I'm getting a nice mild type of vape. There's no cinnamon type of grab. Nothing's grabbing any part of my mouth. I mean, it gives great vapor production. But as far as flavor, it's just a really mellow, bland, even type of flavor. I would consider it to be kind of like a creme brulee or a custard type, but not too heavy like a vanilla. Instead of the vanilla, it's the toffee. So a lot of these flavors have just too many mixes in them, and they overdo it. This is a simple vape. You're not going to go wrong with something like this. But I find that the flavor of the sticky apple is coming out a lot more, and the Mr. Toffee is definitely nice, smooth to have to balance off. So as far as it goes, when you're fighting that much flavor with something like the sticky apple, which by the way is just exceptional. Um, Yeah, that's a good vape. And then when your taste buds are overwhelmed with that, something like a Mr. Toffee, where it's a smoother type of creaminess to it, um, it's gonna help you bounce out. So that's why I chose these two flavors. Two for two. I'm certainly glad they worked out. This is Intheclouds juice. I'm gonna go ahead and give you some more reviews of this later, but I wanted to go ahead and do a couple now and show you. Thanks so much. This is Chris Wicks. Just a quick vid about two flavors, Mr. Toffee, Sticky Apple. Like them both. Good times. Order some Intheclouds. I'll put the links below. Some more information if you have it. And let me know if there's some juice you want me to review. Just put a comment and I'll get in touch with you. Take it easy. Keep steeping that juice. But Intheclouds, right out of the bottle. Don't need to steep. Take care, guys. This is Chris Wicks. Be safe.